What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the ROG Showdown series PUBG PC solo finale, where we have about 47 people in this lobby who will be gunning for the top prize, which is $30 in Steam wallet codes. Don't do the math, I did it myself. It's around 2,280 rupees up for grabs to the person who wins in the four maps that we're gonna have, which will be in the order Erangel, Miramar, Erangel, and Miramar. As we say that, the players have started to make their way onto Erangel's terrain. Personally, I know quite a lot of these players, and it's gonna be difficult guessing who's gonna win this. So yeah, let's get in. So far we see Fireshot YT, Sam 4300, Helium going over in Yasnaya, and also bear in mind this is esports mode, so you will have quite a lot of vehicles and quite a lot of guns to work with. Gabru's Vades Gaming, which is probably, in my opinion, one of the best teams in India, and a couple of these players are gonna be playing in the solo tournament as well. We see not a lot of players down in Pochinki, which is strange because it should be your go-to spot. And talking about that, the first conflict we might see would be between Sam 43 and Fireshot YT. And so yeah, the players are kind of scattered, thinking that they would be safe when if they do their solo drops. Talking about the circle now, it just moves towards the north, and the first shots have been fired. It is UIG Ka Cool versus Game Therapy King. Let's actually get a TPP look. And it seems Bhudev will fall, will die from falling. This is interesting. So far, UIG Kakul, he seems to have, I think, an idea where Game Therapy King is right now. But the circle, again, it's a very north-centered circle. So we might get to see maybe some hard shifts over up in 70. I think it's going to be one of those 70 circles. And so yeah, the people down at the southern side, they're gonna have quite a bit of rotation work to do, especially the ones in Primorsk, Captain Bhai Mansab and Ally Rondler YT. The Unforgiven 25 is kind of close to Francis 0722, and I think Unforgiven also hears his footsteps, because I hear them, and quite clearly at that. And I don't see Unforgiven losing this fight, mainly because I know the guy. He's been quite active in scrims lately. So yeah, let's see how this plays out, because he clearly hears the footsteps of the other guy in the house next to him. And yeah, so Game Therapy King will actually take down UIG Kakul up in 70 as we saw before. And Gabru Vades, he's already rotating, making sure he gets the best possible tactical position. And Rozak is surprisingly empty. We have two players up in Watertown, which is Fury and Rohit O War. Unforgiven, he's still dancing around in this in his face off against Francis 002, and Bhavesh Bohr will take down Sunny X91 911. And yeah, so the players, they really need to start their rotations quite fast, and I think Captain Bhai, he has pinned down Mansab where he is, and rightly so, because Mansab, he's taking retaliatory shots, stacked down Captain Bhai to quite low HP. Reloads his SLR. Again, the SLR, in my opinion, the most powerful weapon you can find on the ground for the time being. Captain by just surviving with a sliver of HP. Yet again, Mansab relentless as ever. And I think Captain by, he's gonna have to withdraw if he wants to see another day. Ally Ronder meanwhile doing his own thing. Mansab also has Captain Bhai outscoped at the moment. He has the 8x attached onto his mini, which he's a fascinating player. He knows how to control this gun. And so yeah, the mini, though it does less damage, it's more easier to control. That being said, things might get heated up in Yasnaya pretty soon. Waits Gaming YT. He's taken up the warehouses south of 70, and now Mansab is gonna get tagged by Captain Y. He took the boat. He's taking no chances. He's gonna find the first vehicle he sees on land and make a run for it to the zone. But Captain Y, he's not gonna let the skill get away. But Fury will take down Rohit of War, and Sam will take down Helium up in Yasnaya. So it's only Fireshot and Sam 4300 alive in Yasnaya. But talking about ROG, we see an airdrop, the first drop of the game, dropping quite close to similar, and I think he's gonna go for it. Not if I get there first. Let's actually see what's in the first airdrop of the game. So it's gonna be a Groza with a 15x scope and a complete level 3 gear. So whoever's got this gun and an air suppressor, you're sorted for life. And also, he might just attach that 15x onto his SKS and snipe people from afar. Strizo made his way inside the zone, slow down quite close to Gamer CEO, but as I say, that phase 1 has begun, and it's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds until this circle closes and the next one forms. So X Cross 7, he's up at the just barely inside the zone, taking the stunt house. That's the what do you call it? That Hall of Fame warehouse over in PUBG, which shows the PGC trophies and all that. So over in Gatka side, I actually see quite a lot of players. Translucent, Bhavesh Boar and Rajdeep being quite a few of them leaving Sandwich Lace. He's kind of safe where he is right now. And so yeah, again, a lot of map view coming in from my side, because that's not not a lot of action going in. Because it's solos, you don't get to see a lot of action in solo tournaments as much as you get to see in squads in later phases. But this game is bound to end some point soon. So yeah, as the circle grows shorter, these players will be forced to come out of their hidey holes and eventually take the fight from one another. So Similar has looted that airdrop. We see it from the map, but Gabru wades. CHE's Shiva Kaka, he's gonna move dangerously close to Vades' position, and I think Vades hears this quite clearly. I think he's read this move. And yeah, Vades is not gonna let his fortress be taken so easily. 1 kill goes to the name of this Gabru player. I see Salman Patel going at the bank of Watertown, and he's actually gonna swim. He's actually gonna swim for it. So I also see Captain Bhai stuck inside the zone. So is Mansab, Unforgiven, making a run for it. And yeah, I think the Pochinki spawn will still be not looted. Meanwhile, Translucent and Rajsi taking a long distance firefight. Translucent popping down quite a lot of smokes. Uses the bush for cover, believe it or not. And also see Bhavesh Boar creeping up behind him. This could actually prove to be quite troublesome for Translucent, because Bhavesh also knows that there is another player right in front of him. But Translucent has read this because of the previous shots fired onto him. But Bhavesh will take down Translucent with just 1 HP remaining. That's just pure bad luck coming in for Translucent. And talking about the zone, yeah, it's gonna go further north with shooting range kind of being its center. So RJ King, Gabru Vades, Game Therapy, they're kind of in a decent enough position. And I see Gabru's Roy move in towards what could possibly a fight between these two mad men. And again, I see a lot of players outside in the blue zone stuck up. That's actually not that's actually a pretty bad move, because considering how fast you'll burn through your heals, if you don't source a vehicle soon, you might just sign yourself off from this tournament. Bottle Money now moving quite close to RJ King's compound, actually crashes on the opposite side. And RJ King, no doubt he has Hurt, Bottle Money, Shrizo and Gabru's Roy. They're moving towards the similar compounds, but Roy, he stops a tad bit slower. Decent enough spot for him to work with. Now picks up the has the M24. We rarely ever see Roy use the M24. And so yeah, Iron 98 will actually take down Fire Shot with a vehicle. And Sandeep will snap. So Shrizo will now fall to RJ King. That was a bad crash coming in from Shrizo's side. So far, this is kind of where I want to focus myself. This little fight between Bottle Money and RJ King. So RJ, he's fit to loot Shrizo's body clean. And let's actually see if Gabru Vades has an angle on to Roy, because that would be a fight to watch. Honestly speaking, because these two, they're very, very good players. And outside in the circle, I see some fights going on as well. Rajdi taking some shots onto Aloha Game Therapy. And what could be a bit of need for speed action coming here between Mansab, Kamikaze Pilot and Aloha Game Therapy. Mansab, smart move coming in from this guy. He's actually going to take the other bridge to cross onto the circle. But he does not know about ARL's position right here. And Fury... so Vades, yep, he's in the prime spot as I said before. Kamikaze Pilot is in a fight against Salman Patel. Salman, again, one of the prime players of this country, will take down Kamikaze's Pilot. Meanwhile, Mansab is going to take down Anonymous as well. That was an outside the zone fight. And Salman, he's about to have company again. That's Aloha Game Therapy, just sped past his buggy, but Salman made no action. Gabru Vades, relentless as ever, has 3 kills onto this guy already. And it's not even phase 3. And it seems Roy now has an idea of both Bottle Money as well as lines up the shot. Does not quite take it. Misses the shot on Bottle Money. No! That would have been a worthy clip. But so far, Roy, he has managed to blow out his tire. So Bottle Money is kind of stuck where he is right now. Unless he manages to snipe Roy first. So another compound crashing, or more like lane crashing coming in. KI118R is in a fight against Sazi 5 up on that broken airplane. Actually gets that first aid in. And Sazi 5, I don't see him losing this fight. Actually, I see him losing this fight because of the sore HP advantage Killer has over him. But it seems he kind of missed Sazi's movement inside the plane. But this is solos. This was bound to happen. Aloha Game Therapy will step in and do Sazi's job for him. And now I think he also suspects that there is another player. Actually spots him running wide into the open. Whips out the SLR. Should not load into the open, my man. 2 kills onto Aloha Game Therapy. This is a nice move. But the circle, it hard shifts up onto the northwestern side. And that's going to be one of those airplane drops. Kema CEO will die from falling. That's the second falling death I've seen so far. So the fight between RJ King and Bottle Money is still going on. No surprise. And it seems they have to move. So, but wow, Royal Beast Knight, he's managed to sneak up onto Vades Gaming, but that's the UAS you're dealing with. That's pure armor. But Vades actually jumps out of his vehicle, eats that shot on his neck, and actually spots out Royal Beast Knight. Vades now, he kind of has a scope advantage. And I think one of his tires blew out maybe. But again, I don't see this to be quite problematic for Vades. And now Mansab is gonna enter the circle from the southwestern side. A crash coming in onto Captain Bhai's position. And he's actually missed that spray. Not quite. Captain Bhai still alive. The guy in Primorsk will take down Francis 0722. So he kind of survived the bridge compounds right here. And yeah. So Vades still on the run from Royal Beast 9. Still jumping to check to see if his back is clear. Now Unforgiven will take down I'm Sandeep, and well, now Mansab. Quite a lot of vehicle spray coming in from him, but unfortunately it bore no fruit. So Mansab, I think now realizing his position may be compromised, so he jumps into the vehicle and takes it's the road, and I think this should be good enough place for him for now, and it seems that's exactly what he's doing. See, this place, you kind of have cover, and it's high ground as well. Now, Captain Bhai is also inside the zone, but Unforgiven 25 is taking quite a lot of shots from AXR Gaming YT, and believe it or not, he will not give that kill point to AXR Gaming. He'll actually die from the damage to the zone, and AXR Gaming still kind of spraying, but Captain Bhai might expect company soon enough. That being said, he does spot out Similar moving inside the zone. That's the airdrop guy, by the way. And so yeah, the drop, it bore no fruit. Captain Bhai, 2 kills in his name. The circle now moves in with Gabru's Roy being in the bank center of it. And yeah, wow, this is gonna be worth watching. So Bottle Money is now being scoped out by the Game Therapy. He's low, taking quite a lot of damage. Bhavish Boyer will now go to the will now die to the zone, and Game Therapy King will get the final bullet onto Bottle Money. RJ King now, he's also tanking the zone. He has, I think he has enough heals to work with, but he does not realize that that door has been blocked by his Dacia, and he could get onto it if he could just jump out from this window right here. There you go. See, now you got a vehicle. And yeah, so now I think your approach to the zone is safe. And over up on the coast side, we see another fight break out between X Cross 7 and Mr. Akash. So far no serious damage has been dealt with, and Captain Bhai, yet again, it's like these kills are being handed to him on a platter, gets the another kill on AXR Gaming YT. So far your kill leaders are Gabru Waits with 4 kills, Captain Bhai with 3, Bhavishpur with 3, but he kinda died. 16 people alive, and phase 4 will come to an end in 2 minutes. So Captain Bhai, he still has that sourced motorcycle he took from a guy, and he seems to be moving quite close to Roy's position, manages to spot him out, and decides this is the one fight he should not take. So for now, Captain Bhai is looking for hard cover, and I think Wades might just meet Captain Bhai in this compound. But Roy now, he's gonna take those shots onto Sam 4300. Sam will jump out of his vehicle, knows where Roy is, has the grenade as well, attaches a 3x, but Roy will be the one to throw out that grenade. But Roy AKM, that's gonna be the 3 letters that why Sam 4300 lost. Just the sore amount of close range damage this gun does is just unbelievable, which is why some players would pick that over the M4 and solos. RJ King actually almost going down to Aloha Game Therapy. He takes that headshot, but will stop that vehicle. Not the smartest move in my opinion, but kind of steps away from it, and he's now moving towards the zone. Gets the first aid. So yeah, 14 players alive, and it seems Gabru Wades and Captain Bhai will end up sharing that same compound. But RJ King, he really has to move inside the zone. Aloha Game Therapy is right on his peripheral. If he's cautious enough, he can spot him out and get that easy kill. But he'll still, you know, resort to looting that corpse, making sure there's actually something he can use. So let's turn on X-ray vision and see Aloha Game Therapy. He's actually prone. So you can technically hear the footsteps better if you're prone, because you're not moving all that much. And with RJ King, he's kind of full boosted, moving as slowly as ever. Does not spot the shiny helmet of Aloha Game Therapy, and he will end up dying to him as punishment. Now the circle again moves in Roy's favor, being his bank center. Wow. Now this is going to be a fight worth watching between Gabru Wades and Captain Bhai. So I think, yeah, Wades is now aware that his compound is being shared. And it seems he just missed a fight between Sandwich Slayer and Mr. Akash. So Wades Gaming, I think he does not see Captain Bhai's leg, and it seems Extra 7 will be the one to take that SK sniper shot on him. So a ton of noise being made actually gave Captain Bhai enough time to move just beside just underneath Roy's compound, but Mansab has now engaged Coit Zero in a fight and takes the shot on his head. Mansab, not realizing that Coit Zero, he's left that spot and is now proning, but Extra 7 will be there to pick up the kill, and I think he also sees Mansab there. Okay, so Mansab, he has ridge cover for now, but that still means he needs to get inside the zone. But Mansab being Mansab, he's not gonna let this fight slip away. Still has his US to work with, though kind of around 45% HP. Let's see what he does, because this guy is a fantastic player. Again, I'm talking about this from personal experience. Gabru Roy just being the king of the hill at this moment, firing at anybody he sees with his SLR. So I actually see him switch over to the SLR now. Wise choice, seeing as DMR being the meta. Now Gabru waits. He has also managed to evade Captain Bhai and so far make it inside the zone. Captain Bhai is also inside the circle now. And Extra 7, he just drove past Mansab and is now heading straight towards Salman Patel. Salman, no doubt, has a good position to work with, but it all could come to an end just being, the circle. If it shifts away from Salman, he's gonna have some trouble going in. But so far, I think Roy, he has kind of one of the greater positions to work with. But Mansab will now actually take down Captain Bhai with his newly sourced AR and will in turn get spotted at by Gabru's Roy. Puts down the smoke wall, has to move in now, and now Gabru Vades is now engaging Game Therapy King in a long distance battle, but unfortunately bore no fruit. Again, the circle technically in Roy's favor still, and Salman Patel also does not have to move that much. He has this nice ditch he could play around for the moment. And yeah, the one in trouble right now will be Mansab. Phase 6 will start in 30 seconds. Now, Phase 5 onwards, everything hurts like a truck. Again, he has this one bandage and 23 bandages and the one first aid to work with. Though he was full boosted, he's only now 46 HP. So Vades is also now outside the zone, and Roy, he has managed to spot Sandwich Slayer inside the zone. Vades will actually take down Mansab. That's his 5th kill already. And Roy with that well-placed headshot on Sandwich Slayer. 2 kills onto Roy, 5 on Gabru's Vades Gaming. So we see 8 people alive. This is the top 10 situation where things get heated up. This is the part where almost everyone knows where everyone is. And Roy, I think, yep, beautiful spotting skills coming from Gabru's Roy. Manages to spot out Game Therapy King, and that was quite a distance too. And now he will rush his position and will get the grenade kill. That's a certified Kobe, chat. And yeah, Roy, he's just picked up the Game Therapy Kings just like that. And now Gabru Vades is now kind of moving close to Extros' 7's position. He was just uphill and Vades missed him just by a millimeter. And he now really has to clean up his top side. Extra 7, I think he also heard Vades' footsteps somewhere down the hill. Let's see how this plays out. Because one of these players is definitely gonna kill each other. Not if Salman gets to them first. But Aloha Game Therapy. Wow, that was fast. Aloha will take down Capuila and Vades will go down to Extros' 7. I think he should have been more careful of that high ground. Extros' 7 will now proceed towards looting Vades' body. The zone is coming in. And I think he just picked up a few energy drinks. Realizing not enough time is remaining, and now Fury kind of has the airdrop in front of him. And the coast is clear for him to move in for now. But he doesn't know that we do. So yeah, the 5 alive situation. Roy, I think he's now moving towards the airdrop. In that hunt for kills as well, maybe. And yeah, Fury, I think no doubt he sees this and he's gonna camp the airdrop. Classic move if you wanna get out of the battlegrounds alive. And then again, if he does get out alive, that this could put him quite up top in the points table. So Roy now spots Aloha Game Therapy and will take him down. This man is just relentless. Anybody he sees, he takes down just like that. And now Salman Patel will go down to extra 7 as well. It's a 3 people alive situation, and no doubt Fury knows where Gabru Roy is. And I think Roy suspects that someone should be close to the airdrop. Fury inching his way towards it. This could give him the armor advantage he needs to win this map. And phase 7 has now begun. Extra 7, he's kind of split apart from the rest of the 2 players, but that does not mean that he should not be on his toes. Now is the time to be on them more than ever. And yeah, Gabru Roy spots out Fury, and now it's just gonna be a 1 versus 1 against Roy and extra 7. I think both players. So extra 7 is sitting at 3 kills now, and I think he will be the one to get the first spot on Roy. Maybe. So let's actually spectate extra 7, see what he does in this situation of 1v1. Again, play the zone, play hard cover, and don't miss. That's how you win. So Roy, he's still checking to make sure that no one should be in his close proximity as he moves up the hill. Extra 7 still scoping out anything he can get his eyes on, because you may never know where danger lurks. And gets the full boost as well. Now bear in mind that full boosting does actually help save your life in most situations. So there's actually no reason that you should not be full boosted in a situation like this. And yeah, so phase 8 is gonna begin in 40 seconds. And after phase 8, I'm telling you this again, there will be no circle. Oh, that's not a good idea. Now Roy knows where to expect this danger from. He knows that his threat is uphill. He's just keeping that eye out still. And now extra 7, he's still inside the zone. Roy, he still needs to get in, though he needs to figure out a way to get in, because all he sees in front of him is just empty ground, which would make this a day in the shooting range for extra 7. And oh, if extras would just scope in near that Dacia, he would have a chance at scoping out Ray. Spotting out Roy, my bad. And just missed him by a millimeter. But I don't believe Roy will make that same mistake. So technically Roy has this cover to work with. And now he really needs to step it up and get inside the zone if he's gonna win this game. Smart move going in from the left. So I think Extras, he might expect this push from Roy. And let's see the aerial view, see what these players see. So here is Extra 7. There's Roy, just barely inside the zone. And so far he's got quite a bit of hill to work with. But if he does manage to make it to that tree unnoticed, he could have a chance at scoring this win. So it is now phase 9. That's the dot circle. That's gonna be the play area in 5 seconds. Again, this is a 1 versus 1 scenario. You kind of have to keep your cool, because if you don't, you'll actually end up losing. Roy inching his way closer. With every step he gets closer to victory. Extra 7, I don't think he knows Roy's whereabouts still. Oh, but that smoke, that could be a decent decoy coming in from Roy. But yep, Extra 7 now spots out Roy, just ADing out in the open. And Extras, actually he misses, and Roy will take that path downhill into the zone. This is actually a fantastic play coming in from Roy. Now he sees Extra 7 jumping out in the air. It was a spray battle, but Extra 7 will come out on top with 4 kills. That was good game, well played. Again, Roy, I believe he could have done something a bit better there. You know, maybe move closer to that tree, but good game, well played to everyone. Especially Roy, he did get 5 kills in the end. So did Gabru's Vades. So yeah, that was game number 1 out of 4. Next up would be Miramar, and we'll catch you shortly. What's good, everybody? This is map number 2 of the ROG Showdown series, PUBG PC Solo Finale. And this is game number 2, Miramar. After this, 2 more games will remain, which would decide the fate of the $30 Steam card of who it goes to. Again, that's quite a big amount for a solo tournament, but that will not stop the competitive spirit of the players. And as we say that, talking about the flight path, it's kind of centered towards the eastern side of Miramar, so we won't get to see much action over in Pozo, Monte Nuevo, and adjoining areas. So as we say that, we see actually 3 people flying down on the prison island. That's towards the very south of Miramar. And yeah, so surprisingly, not many players dropped in Los Leones, which according to me, it should have been a hotspot. But not many players did go to Los Leones, which breaks my heart, truth be told. But so yeah, here I see 3 people, Rajdeep, Kamikaze Pilot and Fury, just, flying really close to each other. Talking about the circle, I think, yeah, it's gonna be either the Los Leones or the Chumacera circles. Because the southwestern circles like these, it's kind of the only 2 places that bifurcates into. So yeah, almost all of the players are somewhat inside the zone. We see Dharmodaran and Gabru Roy inside Picardo. Roy just casually looting the boxing arena. And unfortunately, Roy placed second in the last game. And hopefully, let's see if he could do something better now. Over up in Al Azhar, I see AXR Gaming YT still alone. The Unforgiven will draw first blood by killing Bhudev. So Bhudev will be the first one out of this lobby. And the 1 kill awarded to Unforgiven 25. Again, the CGS, it will be up shortly and will be linked to you in chat. So yeah, down on the south side of Los Leones, see Similar taking shots on Helium, and he just survives with 10 HP. Unfortunately for him, he has that first aid he could use, and I don't see any fight in Picardo happening anytime soon, unless Roy goes ham, which he does a lot, like we saw towards the end of the game. So Helium will now take the retaliatory shots on Similar, and Similar, not the best way to engage a fight out in the open like that, will gift that kill to Helium. And now Royal Beast 9 just popped up on Al Azhar as well, and now, well, especially the players who are far out, they really need to start rotating soon, especially Mr. Akash, Bhavesh Pawar, Sandra Slayers and company. So, phase 1 will begin in about 45 seconds. And yeah. A lot of solo players occupying the smaller compounds to the south of Picardo. I see Translucent, I think he's driving up towards Monte Nuevo to loot in peace. Gabru Vades and Salman Patel are kind of really close to each other. Rohit War, I think he was kind of moving towards Mayur the Devil. But Gamer CEO has spotted out Fireshot YT in his vehicle. And it's not just gonna be him that's gonna take shots on Gamer CEO. Dharmodaran is also firing on Fireshot YT. And I think he's gonna crash the wrong compound if he just goes like this. So it seems he made the smart call, but unfortunately for him, almost all these compounds to the north of this crossroads right here are taken. And Fireshot, I think he's forced to drive onto this little longhouse here. He sees that it's looted. And Translucent, I think he dished his Montenegro plan, or maybe he was done looting over in the southern side. He will quietly come to a stop near Chechino 6X 6x's compound. So I think, yeah, translucent, no doubt he hears these footsteps crystal clearly. Let's actually spectate uh, Sechino 6x. He's gonna get burned by his own Molotov. But in that hipfire, he also took down Translucent. So props to him for, not giving any kill points to anyone. But he will bag that one kill on Translucent and will call it a day, unfortunately. Now I see Roy, he just grabbed onto his vehicle and is now moving. But I think those compounds were looted by Shrizo. I think he dropped down there first and then made his way to where he is now. And I think Shrizo, he also knows that someone may have crashed that compound, so I think he's just going there to make sure. Mayur the Devil is out as well. Will be taken down by Rohit War. So Rajdeep for 1443 and Coid 0, they're really close, and I don't think Shrizo has spotted Roy. Let's turn on X-ray vision. Yeah, so that's actually a pixel. that's a pixelated Roy right there. And yeah, so I think Coid 0, he did hear Rajdeep, matter of fact, and will take him down. Didn't really fire that many bullets as well. So Coid 0 bagged a kill as well. As phase 1, it begins its approach. Wow, but looky here, Kushagra and Gamer CEO, they're literally Kushagra is literally on top of Gamer CEO, and not in a good way, seeing as any and all sounds he make could give away the fact that Gamer CEO is not alone in this compound. Wow. Maybe that was intentional, maybe that was not. So Mr. Akash will take down Bhavesh Bhuar. So yeah, Gamer CEO, he'll just sit and camp it out. He's on the ground level and Kushagra is on the first. Yep, there we are now. He has everything he needs to know that there is a person right above his house. And I don't think Kushagra knows about Gamer CEO. Does he? Let's watch and find out. Has a red dot on his car 98. We don't see that often. So Game Therapy King will go down to Unforgiven. But, well, look at the amount of people that are in the northern side of the zone. So Gabru Vaids and Salman Patel, now they're really close to one another. Salman is actually approaching Vaids' compound. And if Vaids is not cautious, he might just lose it altogether. So far does not hear anything revealing, but Salman Patel, on the other hand, he has made visual contact on Vaids Gaming, but does not fire a shot. The trigger discipline on this man just blows my mind. And so Vaids did go down prone. So Shrizo will actually take down Roy. But talking about the circle, actually put that on hold because the fight between Salman and Vaids took a turn. Vaids is now sitting at 4 HP. And Salman now, he's got to rush Vaids. He's so lucky that that grenade did not explode right next to him. So I think Salman will ditch his idea and rather move inside the zone. Kamikaze pilot moving dangerously close to Mr. Akash's position. Rohit War taking shots from Anonymous. Anonymous gets tagged down to 13 HP. Not using the bolt action at that range. Kinda surprised. But, well, Mr. Akash, he could catch Kamikaze pilot off guard at any second. Gamer CEO will finally take down the pest that was infesting his house. Sorry, Kushagra. But yeah, he was up there for quite a long time. And it seems Gamer CEO, he still, got that kill on him. Now, NK Nikimer, he just seized Unforgiven downhill, and Kamikaze Pilot was actually spraying on Mr. Akash and gets the kill with the Scarel. Royal Beast 9. Can we please see a drive-by? No! Royal Beast, he jumped out of his vehicle quite early on. He still took a bit of a zone damage, but Kamikaze Pilot, he's got gifted a vehicle as well as 2 kills already. And now let's continue our chat about the circle. It's kind of shifted towards Los Leones and Picardo. So Nikiber, he is still relentless on Unforgiven 25. He's still shooting. Unforgiven is clearly out of his depth, has a 2x on his SLR. Not the best scope you want to take those fights with. So he makes the smart move. He bolts straight towards the zone. And Gabru Vades is in the clear for now. And Mansab, he is also rolling inside the zone in his Mirado. So yeah, almost everyone on the map has occupied some form of hard cover. And yeah, almost everyone is inside the zone too. So Rohit War, he will actually take down Anonymous, who was perched on that hill. So Rohit, his approach is kind of clear inside the zone. Kamikaze Pilot moves in. Nikimer also jumps into his vehicle. And yeah, so Rohit War, his approach is clear. And over on the eastern edge, I see Sassy 5 taking shots on Hexander YT. So Hexander, he's got the hill cover. He just moved downhill, and Unforgiven will take down Kamikaze's Pilot. Fury will take down Coed 0. And yeah, Sassy 5, he's barely inside the zone. So yeah, now Sunny X 911, he spotted Hexander YT jumping down that hill. He's in the open. I don't like this. I don't like his odds actually. But Sunny not able to connect any of his shots with his bolt action. Now Hexander, I think he knows where Sunny was firing from. And now he just makes a wrong move, I think, and will rush his compound. Phase 3 will begin in 15 seconds. He really needs to go in and out pretty soon. Now Extra 7, our victor of the previous map, will take down Devin 2199. So far he's sitting on the kind of clustered compounds towards the west of Los Leones, but now the fight between Hexander YT and Sunny X911 has fully begun, and this will determine who will go inside the zone alive. Sunny will actually go down. Hexander just barely making it, and I think he will get the first aid in though. So Hexander, he did get the 1 kill, and he got awarded 2. And yeah, so UIG Kakul is actually now spraying on Gabru Vades, but look at this, Extras and Mansa both spraying on the same vehicle. Ali Rondler YT, he actually gets out on his vehicle and gets back in. And Extras, he's dangerously close to Mansa, but he doesn't realize it. And Gabru Vades and Fireshot, they're kind of just moving all together right now. And now Rohit War will also take down NK Nikimer. So the fight between Unforgiven 25 and Sandwich Slayer did come to an end, but this could prove to be quite interesting. Ali Rondler YT, he was rushing Mansab's compound. Now Extras, he does know that his compound is being shared by Mansab right now. Mansab does not break that door, however, whips that nade out, has 4 grenades to work with. That one goes in and gets tagged down to 58 HP. Wow. Not sure what happened there, chat. But The way I see it, I think Mansab, he was supposed to win that fight, but he didn't. Wow, interesting indeed. But now Helium will now fight with CHE's Shiva Kaka. He actually has a UMP 45, believe it or not. But Helium did go wide, too wide for my liking, and he ended up paying that price. So the circle is now kind of the open ones. CHE Kiran is kinda in the center. Salman Patel now moving pretty close to Fury X's compound. Fury X, he's just sitting right there. Hexander Whitey will take down Strizo in the meantime. But I think Fury, he knows Salman Patel is here. And this will be what a solo tournament looks like. A lot of camping coming in, and they're not wrong to do so. It's called passively playing, and this could actually, get you the win and maybe some kills you deserve. AXR Gaming will take down Captain Bhai. So, but Rohit War, he now sees what's happening here, and I think he's in a position to get the drop on AXR Gaming. He's pretty close to his position. But does AXR actually hear Rohit War above him? But I think he does now. Oh, sees the head, but Rohit War had the high ground advantage and will pick up another kill. This guy's got 5 kills already, and his phase 4 has not even ended yet. 19 players alive. Waits Gaming kind of playing it close to Aloha Game Therapy. And my god, style points goes to Wade's Gaming. Just crouched up right in the middle, survived with 50 HP and just tapped the head off of Aloha Gaming. So well played, Kapru Wades, but you gotta do more than that if you're gonna win the game. And over on the western edge, I see Gamer CEO and Capuila playing it pretty close to each other as well. And any movement will be heard by your impromptu neighbor. So Fury and Salman, they're still kind of sharing that compound. Extra 7 spraying on Sazi 5 with the 3x SLR. Fireshot will actually take down UIG ka cool. And also he spots out Gamer CEO. That's quite a range to be firing with a 3x SLR, if you ask me. And saying that, he really needs to get inside the zone too. Sees the corpse. That I don't know who that was. But yeah, so again, positions to play. You could play this little hill right here. That's close to Kieran's position. Salman is in a good position right now, and he could easily pick up a few kills along the way too. So far, I just Unforgiven is now spraying on Sazi 5. That's quite a long distance battle, and certainly not the scope for it too. Now I'm Sandeep. He just made it inside the zone. Spots out Rohit War with his 8x SKS, and yeah, does Rohit spot him back though? So it will be Dharmadharan who spots I'm Sandeep, and I think Sandeep, yeah, he's not gonna give any of those points. He knew he was dead, so he will go out to the zone. So Captain Cold is on Rohit's back right now. Unforgiven is on Dharmadharan's back. And Francis is just chilling in that compound. He sees Unforgiven right in front of him. Does not take those shots. Needs the better angle. Still does not take those shots. Let's see how this plays out. That's not trigger discipline, chat. That is not trigger discipline. So Gamer CEO is now taking shots on Extra 7 and will actually end up taking him down. Unforgiven is on 5 kills as well. And so seeing his fit, Francis, he, technically he did get what he deserved. He could have ended it all if he just took down Unforgiven earlier. But I don't think he had the confidence in himself. He thought he was gonna just whiff out all those shots. Now Rohit is off Captain Apologies. Captain is off of Rohit War's back. And now check Kiran, he's kind of in the center of the circle right now. Now, Sad Satan rocks. He's now closer than ever to Fury's position, but Rohit War will actually spot out the Unforgiven 25, your current kill leaders of the lobby so far. Spraying that vehicle, but not its tires, it seems. Phase 5 will close in 1 minute. This is kind of this. Okay, so this is actually one of the fastest sides of the zone. So they'll have to move, and Rohit War will now back the kill onto Unforgiven 25. He had a good run, if you ask me. 5 kills, it's not that bad, but he did go out quite early. Now, Gamer CEO, he sure as hell heard this commotion uphill, and now undoubtedly he hears Rohit War just spamming away with his SLR, and he is in position to just, you know, go in close and finish him where he stands, and that's exactly what Gamer CEO did, but not before Rohit War took down Dharmadharan. So Rohit will actually go home with 7 kills, and Gamer CEO will be the one to send him home like that. Doesn't really need anything, if you ask me. Probably picked up some boosters along the way. And yeah, so Kapiluao, Kaipula and Fireshot are just dangerously close to one another. And Fireshot, I think he heard that grenade go out, but Salman Patel was there. He will back the kill on Fireshot YT. Captain Cole is running with a pistol. I think he just picked it up for the, you know, the gags. And Gabru Vades has entered the circle from the eastern side. Sad Satan rocks, just dancing in and out of the zone. Fury still chilling in the same room he did. All he managed to do was just move 5 steps. So the play area will restrict in 10 seconds. This is phase 6. Everything now hurts like a truck. You really have to move in. Press that W key. But Gamer CEO does actually spot out Salman Patel running into the open, but he's not the one who's outside the zone. And Gamer CEO, he will be caught up, forced to run towards Salman Patel or the zone, whichever proves to be safer for him. But so his approach is kind of clear, probably because no one's looking towards him. Salman actually spots out another member outside position, and it is Kaipula. Smokes out his back so he doesn't get caught off guard. Now spots him run into the open, misses not that many bullets, but still gets the job done. Beautiful taps coming in from Salman Patel. Bags up another kill. And yeah, so now Gamer CEO, he seems to be moving close to CHE Kiran's compound. Waits will actually get the one tap on Captain Cold. Gamer CEO still pressing that W towards CHE Kiran's compound. And Kiran, he's hiding in the best possible hiding place, just behind the shower curtains. No one's gonna walk in on you bathing, Kiran, don't worry. And yeah, so wow, CHE Shiva Kaka, and there was one that I keep forgetting his name. Fury. So the Fury is on top of Shiva Kaka now, and I mean on the other floor, the upper floor. And yeah, so this fight may just break out anytime soon. They gotta move, and they gotta do it pretty soon. Gabru Vades may just spot Sad Satan rocks, but he does not. He'll actually move quite close to Sad Satan rocks, but he's just busy elsewhere. Oh, and I think he missed the Fury's glimpse. So I think he knows Vades is down there. I think he suspects that there is someone down there. Oh yeah, and there he sees Vades Gaming running into the open. Tags him down to 13 HP. Nice try, Vades, but did not quite get the job done. And now both these players' attention just towards Sad Satan Rocks. Shivakaka as well as Fury. And now Gamer CEO and Kiran are kind of back to back with one another. 6 people alive, 2 of them are inside the zone. And Salman, he's just busy looting, picks up the Groza and the level 3 helmet and vest. So that's actually good loot that could potentially win him the game, because the level 3 armor's reduction is quite low. But Shivakaka will get the SMG advantage over on Fury and will send him packing. And he's also keen enough to avoid sightlines from Sad Satan Rocks. And he actually picks up Wade's SLR. Seeing his fate, SLR, the DMRs are superior over bolt actions any day. Because it's PUBG PC, it's what the meta is. And Salman will actually get the 3x spray on Shivakaka. So it's 4 people alive, all of them are inside the zone. And Sad Satan Roxy is now inching closer and closer to Gamer CEO and CHE Karen. Sees another airdrop right in front of him. Don't know if he'll take it though. Oh, and he spots out Salman Patel right there in the distance. But I don't think Salman does. But now he knows he has been spotted out, so he will now attempt those retaliatory shots. So Sad Satan Rocks has also been marked by, probably was Gamer CEO. Yeah, it was Gamer CEO. And now Kiran is now made aware of another unfriendly's presence. So Salman, he has kind of a bit of a ground to cover. And Sad Satan Rocks and Gamer CEO will both actually trade headshots with one another. And Salman, fearless as ever, he is rushing CHE Karen's compound right now as we speak. All 4 players are inside the zone, but I don't think Salman is gonna move into the compound just yet. He's gonna wait out this fight right here. And Gamer CEO and CHE Karen, they are, matter of fact, on the same floor. You really have to be cautious, Gamer CEO, because if you die to this camper, I'm sure you'll rage a lot, as would any sane player. So now Sad Satan will pop down a couple smokes, because he's in a tough pickle right now and he needs to get inside the zone. And well, did not see Gamer CEO peeking from that window, and is just avoids that sightline as well. Salman Patel meanwhile chilling in the back. So Gamer CEO will actually catch Sad Satan Rocks, and oh boy, I think he just heard the footstep of CHE Karen. He's still using that booster, has only 1 first aid and 10 bandages. Gamer CEO still not checking this bathroom. He could get that free kill if he did. Or maybe it will be Kieran who gets the kill on Gamer CEO. Whatever be the reason, they'll have to come out of their hidey holes. So far, Kieran, he's managed to passively wait the entire game. And Gamer CEO, I think he hears those footsteps of CHE Kieran. And yeah, he does come out, CHE Kiran almost getting the drop shot, but not quite. It's a 1v1 scenario between Salman Patel and Gamer CEO. And now Salman, he knows exactly where Gamer CEO is. Also gets the visual confirmation. Beautiful spray coming in from the 3x Groza. It is Salman Patel who is your victor of the second map. With also he picked up 4 kills. Beautiful game coming in from Salman Patel. And CHE's kill, though he still managed to camp out the entire game, he got 0 kills, but he still managed to get 3rd place, which will still earn him position points. So yeah, good game, well played to Salman Patel as well as Gamer CEO. He also had 6 kills in this map, and that being said, I will catch you in the next one, which will be up pretty soon. What's good, everyone? We're back with game number 3 of the ROG Showdown series, PUBG PC Solo finale, and it is yet again another Erangel. But what's better is that Acolytic finally decided to join us, and it seems Salman Patel, your victor of the previous map, I don't think he connected. Didn't see him anywhere in the lobby, and it's also 38 people alive. And as I say that, the players have started to move out of the airplane onto Erangel's terrain. I don't think anyone would make the move and just go all the way to Military Island. So far, our Unforgiven, he dropped into prison all alone. Gamer CEO is all alone up in Lipovka by his lonesome. And I see two players in Pochinki. Finally. Not like last time where Pochinki was deserted, and ooh, I think this is gonna be a bit of a vehicle contesting, and I think Anonymous is gonna bite the dust anytime soon. Maybe, maybe not. He's gonna make Kaipula circle around, and actually, Mayur the Devil will get the opening kill onto UIG Kakul. And he will be the first one out. I see Gabru Vades, he's just winging it. As soon as he just landed, he just got on the vehicle. And oh, Anonymous, not the best move. Kaipula will run you down. Don't give him an opportunity. But looky here. Over up in Zarki, I see, okay, hold on, 5 players up in Zarki. And the circle is just formed complete opposite. I think this could be one of those, Stalber zones. I see Vades just hitting F8 and just going over to Kamishki. And yeah, I see Royal Beast 9 and Dharmodharan just beside each other over in school apartments. I think Royal Beast 9, he knows where Dharmodharan is. But so far he only has an AK and SLR to work with, and I don't think he has a scope yet for that kind of engagement. So the beauty about esports mode is that you get everything you need in one apartment if you're lucky. As I say that, Helium 1 will make Adalov. Doesn't matter what his name is because he's out of the game. So Helium will make Adalov bite the dust. It's surprising to see how early people are dropping out of the game. As is, we started at 38 alive and now we're down to 34. And phase 1 has not even begun. So Fury will also take down Iron 98 up in Watertown. So over up in North Georgia Paul, we see Captain Bhai Bhavesh Pawar and Kamikaze Pilot. So Acolytic, I don't know what this guy is doing. So he's actually nested on this little high ground here. And I think he really has to make a move pretty soon, because guess who's in his proximity? Mansab. And if Mansab so much as catches a glimpse of Acolytic, that's gonna be a fight worth watching. And saying that, Acolytic has, made visual contact onto Mr. Akash. Also spots that boat, sees him go inside but does not take the shot. Nice trigger discipline coming in from Acolytic. He also has to move inside the zone as well. Hexander Whitey and Bhudev, they're really close to each other. And well, let's actually see how this plays out, because Sander is the one making a lot of noise. Bhudev only has 30 bullets in his Scarel to work with, and he's just inching away from Hexander Whitey there. And I think, but Bhudev, he still has a lot of bullets in his SLR to work with. So yeah, he did see Hexander Whitey, takes the shot, misses all 3 bullets. Now Hexander, he knows where Bhudev is, and it's just a matter of time. It's bolt action versus a DMR. So Bhudev, I think he's doing the smart move, changing his angle of engagement. This could play it to his favor, but Acolytic, he just decided to rush down and kill Mr. Akash. Bhudev made a lot of noise breaking that glass, but he desperately needs 556 ammo. And he also does not have a helmet. That's just a one bullet down. And not even a down, because this is solo. If you're hit in the head without a helmet, you're out of the game. Hexander Whitey is still not making any moves. Touches a 3x on his SLR, smart choice. But oh, he's back to the... Eats that headshot from his SLR. How is this guy not dead? So, Hexander Whitey, he's alive. His helmet is almost broke. And guess what? He's switching on onto an SLR as well. But he sees a fresh level 2 helmet in front of him. And Bhudev misses again. So Hexander is also outclassed for now, outscoped for now. Gets tagged down to 7 HP. Bhudev, I think you should rush him right now, because he only has those 5 bandages to work with. And maybe even a bit of energy drinks, because that will get you so far. Little by little his HP goes up. No further engagements in the map for now. Gabru Roy is alone in Rosehawk, and I think RJ King will opt to swim off this small little island thingy. Shrizo will actually get the boat. I think Shrizo did actually go over to military base to loot, or maybe even Novo Repno here. And he also has a boat, so he's kind of inside the zone too. He may even just, get the compound north of this little thing here. And so Hexander Whitey, he's abandoned his earlier position. Bhudev still kind of running short on ammo for his AR, I presume. Yep, only those 16 bullets to work with, and still no 556. I think he would be better off switching to an Uzi, and yeah, that's exactly what he did. Also, here's Kaipula moving pretty close, but not close enough, and just races past Alexander Whitey and Bhudev. So Bhavesh Boer is now also shooting at Mansa, but Mansa, I think he's also lost a tire. So Mansa, I think he's gonna switch to a fresh car. Bhavesh gets a tag on Mansa, but that's not enough to bring the big band down. And yeah, Bruce Roy is now taking shots on RJ King. Almost shoots him off his vehicle, and does indeed. He succeeds. RJ King is out of the game and goes and falls to Gabru Roy. So Fury is kind of safe where he is right now. Phase 1, it comes to an end, and Acolytic and Salman. Oh, so it seems Salman did connect. I seem to have missed his name. And the circle, it moves further up north towards Kameshki and Starber. As I predicted before, this could be one of those Starber games, excuse me. Now Sat Satan is now taking shots on Fury, but I think he's out of the woods for the time being. Excuse me. This fight between Hexander and Bhudev, it's still so translucent. He will back the kill on Mansab. Interesting, and very interesting indeed. Bhudev and Hexander, their fight has got a bit of a stalemate, and it's difficult to predict what's gonna happen next. Sooner or later, one of these two, they're gonna have to move inside the circle still. Hexander being the closest one, so I think it would fall to Bhudev to, just jump down and finish off Hexander with his Uzi. And as I say that, Rohito War will take down Game Therapy King once again. And saying that, Salman is out, and on Royal Beast will take down Rohito War. So yeah, Royal Beast packs an easy kill. Salman Patel is inside the zone. Now Gabru's Roy has also started to move. Unforgiven spraying pretty, close to Captain Bhai. And unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna get a lot of work done. Helium will take down Kaipula, who was an unwelcome guest in his compound. But look at this. 3 people, more or less, they're moving towards the same compounds. And no sign of struggle between Hexander and Bhudev. So Fury actually ditches that idea. He's now moving towards, I don't know where. But Salmon Slayer, he is there to chase away Extra 7. Now X-Fury 7, I think he's just looking for a good spot to bunker down on. And he's actually gonna stop right next to Helium's compound. That's what happens if you don't scope it out. Helium, again, playing the part of the gatekeeper. He's not about to... He's not gonna let anyone just mess around and enter his compound whenever they please. You gotta pay for that. And now Royal Beast will take down Mayur Devil somewhere inside the blue zone. So yeah, Gabru Roy. He is now sitting at a trench area. Here's the engine of Dharmadharan's Dacia go off. I don't think he's gonna spray at him yet, but now that Unforgiven has revealed his position, he quickly just jumps into cover. That's actually a pretty smart move. Conceals you from prying eyes such as Roy. And almost everyone is inside the zone. Salman Patel still eating the blue, still tanking the blue zone. But he kind of has enough meds to work with, and he may just stand a chance at taking down Gamer CEO. Maybe. But Gamer CEO, he will spot Salman Patel and will get the drop on him. Okay, so Shiva Kaka will take down Sunny X911, but Gabru's Roy, he's not gonna let Unforgiven get away. It is up to Fireshot now to defend his home. Or that's technically what it is for the time being. Now Gabru Ved's compound is being kind of shared by Dhamodharan. And Veds, he is well aware of this current scenario. But I still want to keep my attention to where is Fireshot. So yeah, Fireshot and Shivakaka, they're also pretty close to one another. And Fireshot, wow, that was a little too close for accurate, don't you think? I mean, I think he could have spotted out Acolytic, just drive down the hill. And so far, no moves have been made. And yeah, Hexander Whitey is still alive. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, so Veds took a couple shots onto Dhamodharan. But so far, they bore no fruit. So Veds just jumps out, and I think he's gonna just jump into his vehicle and decide that this is one fight he cannot take, or maybe he's just baiting Dhamodharan. Helium will actually nade Bhudev. This guy is on a roll. Translucent too, because he's sitting on what, 2 kills now? But Helium is sitting on 4 kills for the time being. 4 players have been wiped out by Helium. And yeah, so CHE's Kiran, he's gonna take shots on Bhavesh Boar. He's gonna stop his vehicle and just take a look around. He just sees Kiran run around into the open. No shots, doing some serious damage. Tosses that grenade for good measure. And Kiran is nowhere close. I think Kiran, he may just win this fight. Oh, but no. Bhavesh Boar is there to make sure that does not happen. Now, he just punished the guy who shot at his vehicle while he was rotating. It cannot go unpunished. And Gabru Roy, still being the tiger in the woods, taking all the long distance fights he can see. Sky's the limit, guys. And now the circle, it moves even to, again, this could probably be another of Roy's circles. He's still kinda in the center. And yeah, so it's 16 people alive now. Sad Satan, he's out there bandaging. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's got 11 bandages, and phase 4 will end in about... Phase 4 will actually start in about 25 seconds. So Acolytic will almost go down. And yeah, Sassy 5 just goes down prone. So does Acolytic, and it does actually see Sassy get on, but Bhavishwar is there to get the third party and will end up picking Acolytic skill. And as I say that, Sad Satan did not quite make it. And so yeah, so far the closest action we may get to see would be, you know, between these two, Gabru Vez and Dharmodharan. So Vades is just shooting out windows at this point. Dharmodharan, he cooks the grenade, tosses it out, but is it good? Vades just walked onto it, gets stacked down to 40 HP, gets stacked down by 40 points, but yeah, not much damage done there. Nothing a good first aid won't heal. And yeah, so Bhavesh Bhor now moving up close towards Fireshot's position. And well, now this fight has broken out between Dharmodharan and Veds Gaming. Again, no such damage has been done, and Bhaveshwar is now taking shots on Fireshot. Pops open his head, and he's still at 50 HP, so yeah, Fireshot is still at 50 HP. Now Gabru Roy, he's gonna step in and give a taste of Bhaveshwar's own medicine. Gabru Vades, now he's playing the role of the breacher, and those footsteps are given. He's actually gonna go up top. So let's see how this plays out. Dharmodharan is sitting in a TP. Let's actually see the TPP view. And so far, nothing too serious. Wade still thinks he... but look at the circle. It's just moving where Roy is moving, honestly. And Wade's still not able to pin down Dharmodharan. So Dharmodharan, he's still kinda chilling, but Wade's, he should not have dropped down without clearing the entire house first, and that's what's gonna bite him in the back. Captain Bhai also jumps into his vehicle, and Dharmodharan will attempt tap down, but I don't think he's gonna get so far. So Captain Bhai is currently moving towards X-Ross, and he kind of stops his vehicle. So I think X-Ross, he ought to investigate what's happening. And so yeah, Shrizo will be the final nail in the coffin for Helium. And Roy has actually spotted out Hexander YT in a bit of a pickle. The blue zone is closing in behind Hexander YT. It is phase 5, everything from here on now. As I keep saying, it hurts a lot. Hexander, he pops down that smoke. And Roy, he's not about to let him get away. This guy, he is trained to shoot running players with a DMR. And that's exactly what he is putting to good use. Captain Bhai is currently at Roy's former position, which should be enough to get him into the circle. Damodharan is now moving close towards Shrizo's compound. It's 8 people alive. Phase 5 is closing in. Now Damodharan almost spots out Shrizo. Maybe. So actually Shrizo's in the other house, my bad. But he does hear Damodharan running around. And he'll actually get the headshot body shot combo onto Damodharan, and he will bite the dust. Shrizo sitting at 3 kills with 7 people still alive. So Captain Bhai and Extra 7. Actually Extras just dies to the zone. Maybe Captain Bhai, he tagged him down quite low enough so he would, succumb to the zone. Meanwhile, Shrizo's path is kinda clear to move inside. And yeah, Fireshot YT, he still decided that this compound is good enough for him, and so it appears to be. Still inside the zone. Phase 5 ends in 2-1-0. And okay, so finally the circle moved away from Roy for a change, which means it's got to be double time for him. And so Roy, I think he needs to get to high ground if he's gonna make it to the the much later phase in the game. Still has one eye on the edge of the blue and does indeed manage to spot Captain Bhai out in the open. Captain Bhai, I don't think he has an idea of where Roy is right now. He's moving with the zone, but I think Captain Bhai, he did manage to spot out Roy. Did he? So that what he saw on his right was a false alarm. Phase 6 has begun. And now Roy, he is in a good position to tap down Captain Bhai. And he lives! He lives! How? Never mind, he doesn't. It's Roy we're dealing with. He always finishes his kills no matter what. So Roy is now sitting at 4 kills. Shrizo super close to CHE Shiva Kaka's compound. And shoots the door for good measure. This ought to get Shiva Kaka riled up, and soon enough Shrizo, he does see someone's inside. And he's just 1 HP right now. And Shrizo puts the ace in the hole and takes down Shiva Kaka for good. Again, things seem to be looking quite good for Shrizo as well as for Fireshot. He has still Bhavishwar pinned down in his sights. And yeah. Bhavishwar is still alive, and it's a 4 people alive scenario. And let's turn on our walls. Fireshot, I think he has an idea of where everyone might be. He has Bhavishwar pinned down, and I think he suspects that there is still someone up in Shiva Kaka's compound, which is now Shrizo. And oh yeah, Shrizo does spot out Fireshot YT. Both of them trade a headshot. Fireshot just lost his helmet, but I think Shrizo still has one. And yeah, but Shrizo, he was cautious enough not to blow the helmet of Shiva Kaka. Now Fireshot, he has got to move. Even he has stocked up on a fresh level 2 helmet, and he's still peeking at Shrizo. So far, nothing. No kill shots have been fired except for these two trading a headshot. Roy, meanwhile, he picked up the level 3 gear from the airdrop. And yeah, so does he actually see Fireshot moving downhill? And I think Roy, he is in a position to catch Bhaveshwar off guard. Or maybe Shrizo catches Roy off guard. So yeah, now Roy knows where these shots are coming from. And yeah, so he does now have visual confirmation on Shrizo. But it is Roy who has the higher helmet and vest. Tags down Shrizo once just by 26 HP. Now Bhaveshwar, I think he's been made known to Roy's position. Fireshot Whitey still playing it close to his compound. Now Bhavesh, he still has to move inside the zone. And I think no Bhavesh, he no way could Bhavesh spot out Fireshot Whitey. I think he could if he just stayed at the top. Maybe Roy did. Maybe. Just I don't know what would happen in this scenario. Shrizo gets tagged down by a headshot. And now Fireshot, yep, he has seen Roy now for sure. And now he must clean Shrizo. Does see the head, but pretty fast on the trigger there. A trigger happy finger right there on Fireshot Whitey. If he would have waited, he would just get the drop on Shrizo as he was healing. So Bhaveshwar has finally managed to spot Fireshot Whitey, and Fireshot, he will live to see another day if he's not careless enough. So far, none of the 4 players are inside the zone. Roy is, just kind of dancing in and out, exploring new angles to kill his prey. And things seem to be looking equally good for everyone. Roy sees Shrizo. Shrizo just dashes out. And now I don't think Shrizo is gonna make it. The zone has started to push. Fireshot is in. And Shrizo, I think he's gonna tank the zone now. And he's not gonna get very far. 3 HP remaining. And he's just gonna give himself to the zone. And decided not to give Roy that kill point. So let's turn into aerial view, see what the players can't. Fireshot is in a bit of a dip, or rather he was, but Roy and both Bhavish and Roy, they know the whereabouts of each other, and let's hope Roy does not make the same mistake he did on in game number 1. And there we are, the jump spot is successful. Maybe needs that tree. And yep, there we are. Spots out Bhaveshwar. And is this gonna be a pan battle? Good shooting from Roy. That flash grenade, it did indeed pay off. Threw Bhavesh off guard long enough for Roy to finish him off. And so yeah, Roy, he bagged the win with 5 kills. And a good game well played indeed. So that being said, it's only one more game that will be there, and I think there are gonna be 3 separate CGSs available in the chat to you, and the result will be out soon. After this, it will be only just the one game remaining. Bear with us. It's been a superb tournament so far. This is the ROG Showdown series, and we're going on a short break just until the next lobby is up. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the ROG Showdown series PUBG PC solo finale, and this is the final game of the solo finals. And though I wouldn't say for sure, but things seem to be looking quite good for Gabru Roy. I think, though I'm not sure, he may just back the $30 Steam gift code. And so, yeah, talking about the flight path, it just bifurcates Miramar into two almost equal halves. And yeah, so the first ones out of the airplane, Game Therapy King, Anonymous, and Mr. Akash. So Game Therapy King will be looting Campo Militar. So, again, Picardo, I'm expecting 4 people at least, please. And talking of Gabru Roy, I think he seems to be going towards Monte Nuevo. And over in Hacienda del Patron, the fights have begun. Yes! Fights in Hacienda, let's go! So, the Unforgiven will be the first one to take the first blood. And we all started with 36 people alive. Talking about the circle, it could be one of those El Pozo circles, but let's just stick to Hacienda del Patron. Here's Helium 1 right above him. Also here's him reloads the DBS. And yeah, so over in Picardo, I see Iron 98, RJ, King, Captain Bhai, and Ass Hunter. That's a new name. And well, Roy, he's kinda safe where he is. So yeah, Translucent, he is now on the move. Attaches the extended mag on his SKS, and I think he could just spot out the Unforgiven 25. Oh, but Helium. I think Translucent, he sees Helium. Yep, he did. But will Unforgiven... Translucent... What? He just flashed himself. And now Unforgiven, he's not about to let him go. Oh, but that vault animation will mark the end of Helium. Translucent is sitting at 1 kill right now. The Unforgiven has the other. So it's 3 people alive in Hacienda del Patron. Mayu the Devil is also approaching the kill house. Sandwich Slayer has the double barrel. And he also hears Translucent just, you know, underneath him. So far he's not making any moves. This shotgun will obliterate anyone at close range. And it seems Mayu the Devil has entered the premises of Hacienda. Spots out the Unforgiven, but Unforgiven might just end up picking this kill. Who knows? Sandwich Slayer still sticking to the first floor of the big manor. Translucent is still sprinting around on the ground floor, hoping to catch a glimpse of anyone. So far, almost all of the players are inside. And still no noise has been made by Sandwich Slayer. He's still there, just creeping about. And Mayur the Devil, he kind of falls back, realizing that he doesn't want to mess with Unforgiven given the position he's in right now. And as I told you before, play it passive enough, this shotgun will obliterate anyone at close range. And that's exactly what happened to Translucent. Sad reacts for him. It was good having him here in this tournament. He just got destroyed. Absolutely. But now Unforgiven. Mayur the Devil. Mayur, he's kind of heard this, and he's now gonna move in. And now the fight between Sandwich Slayer and Unforgiven has broken out. Huh?
एक बार।
Okay, so guys, there's gonna be a rehost. Just stay tuned while we make the new lobby. Because a couple of people got disconnected, so we don't want them missing out on the fun, especially the ones in the top 5. So, yeah, stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere. What's good, everyone? We're back once again. Sorry about the previous disconnection, as a couple of players got disconnected. And seeing as we called it to a mutual vote, it was decided that a rehost would be a better option. So, yeah, this is once again game number 4 and the final map of the ROG Showdown series PUBG PC Solo Finale. Now, as I was saying, things seem to be looking pretty good for Gabru Roy. He seems to be on the top of the leaderboard for now, closely followed by Salman Patel. And I think this is going to be one of those decider maps which would determine who would own the $30 gift card. It seems first blood has already been drawn. Anonymous, he decided he's had enough, maybe, and maybe pressed F a little too early. And as a result, press F to pay respects, indeed. So, I see quite a lot of players moving up towards Hacienda del Patron. Silent Player and Unforgiven are two of the same, but now we have Mansab there as well. This is going to be interesting. And over up on the southwestern side of Hacienda, we have Bhudev Shrizo and X-Cross 7. So this, again, the circle, it's kind of a center-south circles. Mansab, as he just landed, just found the guns he needs. And yeah. So let's see how it goes. The previous time around, I think Sandwich got the better of Unforgiven 25. Let's see who gets who first. Mansab dropped into the longhouse to the south of Hacienda. They're on the same floor, they're moving closer, and Sandwich will take the first shots, but Unforgiven will just rip him a new one with his barrel. But Mansab, being Mansab, he just waited for that opportune moment and clicked off Unforgiven's head. Now Hacienda is ripe for the taking. And yeah, so let's talk about your potential victors. Gabru Roy landed close to Picardo, has the SKS and the M416 assault rifle. So he's up on the western side of Picardo, and your contender number 2, Salman Patel, he's up to the west of Hacienda and to the south of Cruz de Val. Closest player to him will be Sazzy5. And currently he's running an AK-47 with an SKS. And, well, talking about fights, might get to see one in Chumacera, and as I say that, Royal Beast 9 and Game Therapy King, they have engaged each other in that firefight. Royal Beast 9, he has the Car 98, manages to catch glimpses of Game Therapy King through the rusted fences. And Game Therapy King, he just healed up. And let's see what he does. He's actually kind of inside hardcover, so Royal Beast would have a hard time tracking him from the position he's in right now. And Bhudev is taking shots at X-Cross 7. Tags him down to about 40 HP. Bhudev, he's rushing in. He doesn't want to take any chances against this guy. And he sees him prone up there. But Bhudev will ultimately tap X-Cross 7 out of the game. And now undoubtedly Mansab has heard these shots go off. And over up in El Azahar, I have Bhavesh Boar and NK Nikimer, who could just spot each other anytime soon. Maybe? Maybe not. So, I see majority of the players, they're still outside the zone. And this could prove to be quite a long game, since it's not even 5 minutes in and we have 30 people alive, 29 people alive to be exact. And yeah, okay, so nothing too major happening in the map. Ooh, an airdrop. Let's see the first drop of the game. And it's gonna be the MK14 with a 4x scope, 60 ammo, and full level 3 gear. So MK14, again, the best designated marksman rifle if you can handle it. That is. Let's switch over to Picardo, where we see Captain Bhai alone in the stadium, and Roy nowhere to be seen. Jumps into his bike and just races past to a. I think he's gonna just gain a central zone. Sam 4300, meanwhile, over in Los Leones, has spotted out Capuila over in the distance, has only a 4x attached. But over up in El Azhar, actually, NK Nikimur will back the kill on Bhavish Buar. So Bhudev is going quite close to Gamer CEO, but I think Gamer CEO is gonna sit this one out. He's gonna let Bhudev drive by. Switches over to the M4. Again, it's all about personal preference. The AK does more damage, but at the same time the M4 is easier to control. And everyone is now making their way inside the zone. Roy taking shelter at the compounds just to the west of Los Leones. Should be easy enough for him to hold. And I think he has the 8x on his Car 98. Though I feel he will switch over to a DMR as soon as he sees one. Excuse me. So far nothing too major, and as I say that, Mayu the Devil taking shots on Fire Shot, Super Saiyan God just chillin'. Game Therapy will actually take down Royal Beast 9. Well now, that's interesting. And the south of the circle, it's more or less empty. I see Capuila being the farthest one down south. And Mansab has almost made his way inside. But look at J. Kieran. CHE Kieran. I think he is in a decent enough position to catch Salman's rotation off guard should he decide to intervene. But Salman, he just drove off. Actually going quite close to Rohito War. Is he gonna spray him down? I don't think so. I think he missed his window of opportunity, and now Salman, he's fit to go inside. Fireshot Whitey moved up quite close to Translucent's position, and Translucent is gonna make the fact known that this is in fact his compound and he won't tolerate any who pester him. Excuse me. So over up in Chumasera, I failed to have mentioned it earlier, but Game Therapy King will actually take down Red Rex 9. And Mayu the Devil and Super Saiyan God are, matter of fact, sharing the same compound. Super Saiyan God, undoubtedly, he hears this. Hears Mayu's footsteps, and Captain Mayu will take down RJ King as well. So far, fights have broken out. Strizo will kill Fireshot Whitey, and Gabru Roy will now kill Translucent. So it seems Strizo and Roy, they both know each other's position. Roy already picking up those kills. Has this it was a 6x on his Car 98. Strizo sees him. Oh, just misses his head by a sliver. But Shrizo is not gonna miss. Tags Roy down to 70 HP. But he's safe. His bike is safe. And the fact of the matter is that Roy does not have a DMR, so he has to calculate every shot he makes. He's gonna jump onto his bike and move out, probably to a better position. Shrizo's gonna attempt a spray down at that range, but I don't think it's gonna bear any fruit for the time being. But so interesting rotation coming in from I'm Sandeep. So he's got a clear path straight into the circle and maybe even down to the compound just south of Capuila. Talking about the circle, it does kind of shift shifted away from Los Leones towards Tumasera. I think it's gonna form more southward. And Sam 4300 and Salman Patel now in close quarters. Salman, he'll do whatever it takes to bag all the kills he needs to win this tournament and the $30 Steam code. Shadow Warrior will take down Devane 2199. Roy, I think, yeah, he's moved more towards the center circle. Shrizo is kind of there too. And I actually like Shrizo's position right now. This high ground, this terrain, it should be decent enough for him to hold. Sam 4300 now taking those revenge shots on Salman Patel, bearing no fruit. But oh, this could be troublesome. Salman Patel, if he dies to either Shrizo or Roy, he could put his position at the second place in jeopardy. And Sam 4300, he seems to be gunning straight towards Salman. And Shrizo actually does spot out Salman Patel. And Salman ditches his vehicle and has the 8x attached onto his Mini 14. Now spots out Shrizo. And I think he's, yep, Shrizo, I don't think he is gonna take this fight. So yeah, actually maybe he will. Salman Patel tagged down to 76 HP, will use that adrenaline syringe. But Sam 4300 to the rescue. He's gonna take down Shrizo for Salman Patel. Meanwhile, Gavru's Roy will chase down Damodharan. So I don't think Damo will be moving towards Roy's his compound anytime soon. Meanwhile, Captain Bai, he was taking quite a lot of shots on Shadow Warrior, and he is also being peppered by Mr. Akash. He does see him. There we are. Tracks him down to 33 HP. Not a lot of damage done, but I think it was enough to scare him off. Shadow Warrior is just beneath the cliff thingy that Captain Bhai is on. Now, Game Therapy King, he's kind of in the center as well. Captain Bhai, I don't think he knows about Shadow Warrior's presence. Meanwhile, Sazi5, he's just gonna drive right past. So this was a smart move actually, taking the downhill path would guarantee that he does not get shot at. And well, Shiva Kaka still moving kind of close to Super Saiyan God's position. I don't think he's moved really. Yeah, I don't think this guy has moved all that much. Damodaran is now taking that fight against Roy. I think a bit of a revenge coming in. And Captain Bhai, I think he was still aware and will take down Shadow Warrior. And undoubtedly he hears Sat Satan Rox's vehicle stop at just the foot of the hill that he is in. So Sat Satan Rox is now on the same level ground as Captain Bhai, but see what happens. Super Saiyan God took some shots onto Shiva Kaka, but I don't think they're gonna bear any fruit as of right now. So Game Therapy King, he is kind of moving towards the southern side. Sat Satan Rock still on Captain Bhai's turf for the time being. Captain Bhai has a niche angle to work with, and I think he does see Sat Satan Rocks, and there we are. Beautiful spray coming in from Captain Bhai. Will take down Sat Satan Rocks. That's 3 kills onto him already. And well, now these two are back to sharing compounds. Super Saiyan God, Shivakaka, I think he did see his head right there, and so did Shivakaka. And Captain Bhai, he is on a roll. Tap down Nick Mimer, and he's Oof! But Bhudev will put an end to Captain Bai's reign of terror. Snipes him down with a well-placed arm shot. And has the 8x, so I don't think he really had a scope to miss. Get it? Puns. Now Roy is taking the fight against Sam 4300. But jokes apart, that was a pretty insane shot. And now Mr. Akash, he is running right beside Bhudev. Not quite looking in his direction. Bhudev, I think he's gonna... Does he have a vehicle to work with? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. So Sam 4300 will also take down Game Therapy King as he was moving, you know, from the 3 little warehouses towards Sam 4300's position. Now the circle is shifted towards Chumasera, these 3 warehouse thingies being in the bank center of it. Now Mansab, he is at the edge of the blue zone. Phase 4 begins in 7 seconds. I think he does have a vehicle stashed somewhere nearby. If not, he's just gonna be in a lot more trouble. Oh, there we are. There's his buggy. And I think he may have a secure path if he just goes on from the left. Capuila, I think he's found the airdrop. Still unlooted. And he's gonna go for it. Mansab also jumps into his buggy. And I think Capuila may just catch Mansab off guard because I don't think he's expecting a drop right where he is for the time being. And Capuila, meanwhile, does Mansab see him? No, Mansab completely missed Capuila down at the airdrop. And he is kind of making a beeline for it. But the question is, does he hear Capuila as he makes his way towards Mansab's position? Oh, but there he is! Mansab caught... What happened there? He froze for some reason, but Bhudev will also take down Gamer CEO again with his AWM. He's putting it to good use, has 4 kills to his name already. And now the closest enemy to him will be Mr. Akash. Gabru Roy, Salman Patel and Saz5 in close proximity with each other. Salman still kind of playing it outside the zone, safe-ish. I think he just ditched his backpack as well. For you know, to be one with the grass. Has only those 40 bullets and I think he's gonna be a full snake. But Mr. Akash will get the drop on Bhudev. And guess what? He got the AWM, but question is he gonna pick it? I think he does. I see him popping down that smoke. But whatever he's doing, he's got to do it fast. And now Gabru Roy and Salman Patel still kind of close to each other, but Salman picks up his bag and bullets yet again. And will now move towards the zone. Over on the southern side, outside the white, Sandeep and Capuila may just get into that fight. Did he pick up that MK? Oh, it seems he did. Has the 8x attached onto it anyway. And yeah, so we'll see Sandeep and uses the MK on auto. You should not use that MK on auto. It will send your aim to heavens and back. Now Sandeep is getting kind of third-partied. And Kamikaze Pilot will actually find the kill on I'm Sandeep. So the question is he aware of Capuila, who is running inside the zone with an MK14 in his hand? So Super Saiyan God will finally get the kill on CHE Shivakaka. I feel that was the longest fight I ever saw between 2 people. Mr. Akash, I think he's just been blessed with another airdrop. But Salman Patel will take down Gabru Roy. This is huge. This could mean a huge blow to Roy's placement in the points table. But Salman, he still has to stay alive. He's at 7th place right now. And Sazi5, he's kind of still outside the zone. But Salman, he knows this terrain well. If anyone can best Sazi 5, it could be Salman Patel. Picks up the bolt action in place of his mini 14. Also stocks up on utility. And well, it's 7 people alive. Chucks that nade in, but I don't think that will go in. Capuilla actually takes a headshot from Mayur the Devil, and he'll actually spray with a red dot at that range. I am surprised. So yeah, so Mayur, he's now pushing up close towards Capuilla's position. Mr. Akash is now moving from the eastern side towards the zone. Super Saiyan God, he's free to move however he pleases because the north side is completely clear. Kamikaze Pilot has his sight set on Sazi 5. Tags him down about 40 HP. I don't know how that was not a headshot. But Capuilla, meanwhile, has the Beryl M762. Does not move as muscle, which would, you know, be the deciding factor against his fight against his in his fight against Mayur the Devil. And I don't think he has managed to spot out Capuilla. Oh, there we are. How do you not see him? How? What? Maybe it was a spectator glitch. Oh yeah, maybe he does it now. So Capuilla, he was playing ring around the Rosie with the tree right there. And now Kamikaze Pilot, he knows that there is a suppressed M416 just downhill. And Super Saiyan God, he did what he does best. Just chill in that compound. But Salman Patel will take that slap from the AWM. He placed 5th, Roy placed 7th, and it's gonna be a close one between those two. I don't see how those shots did not hit. Mr. Sazi 5 will kind of live to see another day. And phase 6 will start in 2 seconds. Still has 10 bullets to work with. I wouldn't waste them if I were him. And turn his back on just at the most bad luck place ever. And Sazi 5, he's kind of playing that dip and he knows how to play it and he will pick the kill. But so will Kamikaze Pilots. It's a 3 versus it's a 3 personalized scenario. Keep going 3 versus because, you know, squads casting. So yeah. Now for the results to come out, I'm gonna have to check the CGS because it's gonna be quite close between Salman and Roy. But I think Roy, just because of his more kills, I think he's gonna win this tournament. And yeah, so map view coming in for the time being. Sazi 5, 8x on his SKS, and it's gonna be a while before this game comes to an end because they're just so split up from each other. Just these 3 on each corners of the circle, save for Kamikaze Pilot. He's kind of inside the zone, and I think he knows that there is someone inside the school thingy or whatever that is. So let's actually jump into free cam and see where the players are. So Super Saiyan God is chilling right here with a pink 3-year anniversary hoodie, and over here we have Sazi 5. He could in theory get an angle on Kamikaze if he just, you know, gets on top of this little hill here, but the circle it moves away from Super Saiyan God to Kamikaze Pilot, because towards Kamikaze Pilot and Sazi 5. This is actually good because this will force Super Saiyan God to move out of his little hidey hole and into the crosshairs of either of these 2 players, or maybe he wins the whole thing. Who knows? A chicken dinner is indeed worth 10 points. So Sazi 5, he's just making sure that he doesn't get jumped on by someone from his left. And Kamikaze Pilot is looking kinda in the right direction where the two players are. But I think Super Saiyan God, he needs to move right now because phase 7, it has begun. And the circle is moving relatively fast towards Super Saiyan God's side. Super Saiyan God's side. And now, well, Kamikaze is in the zone. Saz could just take a couple of steps and he'll be inside the zone too. It is Super Saiyan God who has to do all the physical work of going in. And chances are he gets spotted out. Which would just mean that if one of these players fires a single round, both of the others are gonna know where exactly the shot came from. Because in the circle size and in a player base like this, it's actually pretty easy to pinpoint where the shots are coming from. Saz5 still checking that high ground on his left, making sure that he doesn't get jumped. Kamikaze Pilot, I think he missed the arrival of Super Saiyan God. And the next phase will determine how this game goes, because it will be phase 8 after this. And that would mean even a smaller circle. And after that would be phase 9, which means just a dot of a circle in the center of the map. So far, let's see where Super Saiyan God is and how viable is this dip. He could, in theory, just move a little bit up here, so you have some sort of tactical advantage. And now he has to crawl into the zone yet again. I'm hoping Sazi5, he sees Super Saiyan God make his move and, you know, catch him off guard. Just how the terrain is of Miramar, it'll be very difficult to lose if you know how to play this terrain. Sazi5 still jumping, still getting all the information he can. And Kamikaze Pilot inching his way towards Super Saiyan God and back. But he has gone prone and phase 8 has now begun. It'll be 1 minute before the zone closes and he finally gets up and gets back down yet again. Sazi5 still checking, still moving around. And I think it won't be long before either Kamikaze or Sazi5 spot each other. And Kamikaze is in a good spot. This is a really good high ground. If he could just play this little dip right here. This is in the zone, out of sight lines. And he could easily just pop off Super Saiyan God's head. Sazi5 does not hear any of those footsteps come in. And Super Saiyan God may actually just end up getting the jump on Sazi5. Undoubtedly, both of them hear each other, but Sazi was faster on the finger, and Kamikaze Pilot, he knows where Sazi is. It's gonna be a matter of time and aim to see who wins this game. Sazi, he has enough time to heal up, but bandages and first aid will only take you so far. So kinda, he's at an HP disadvantage right now. And there we are. Kamikaze Pilot has got visual contact on Sazi5. It's gonna be a battle of the DMR. Sazi will tag down Kamikaze Pilot. Mini versus the SKS. Sazi5 versus Kamikaze Pilot. This is still the final map, and well, I'll just have to wait for the CGS to know who the winners are. Sazi5 will be the the better part of the deal. Will win this game with 3 kills. So that's a good game, well played to everyone. And I think we just gotta wait for the results to know who the winner is. But Salman had just the 1 kill on him, and Roy had the 1 kill on him too. I thought Roy picked up 2 kills for some reason. But all that will be decided based on the scoreboard. Sixth place is obviously more points, but could Salman catch up the kill difference that he had between him and Roy in the previous games? I don't know. Let's wait for the scoreboard. That being said, this was a fun tournament to cast. The players, they did really well, and thanks again to Gaming Monk for hosting all the lobbies. I was your host, Mist, and right now I'm signing off.